For today's round, I'll be playing Westlake Golf Course in Cape Town, South Africa. But before I get to that, there's a reason I'm wearing this shirt, and no one has made a comment or anything. But when I go back and edit these videos and I see my down the line view, I am not too happy with my stomach there. So I was kind of thinking about it last night and this morning, and I have some goals I want to accomplish over this off season. I want to develop a pre-shot routine for my shots, anything that's not a putt. I want a very specific pre-shot routine that I can develop and maintain and use when I actually get out on the course next year. Another thing is, as I've mentioned, I want to work on those, actually I'm going to say 125 yard in shots, because I have my gap wedge, which is good for 115 yards, and I have my pitching wedge, which is good for 135 yards, but that 125 I don't really have a spot for. And then that 100 yards and in is something I really want to work on this year. And this is what I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do yet, but I want to lose about 30 pounds before I go to Mexico in March. So that's kind of my goal here. Today is October 27th. I leave for Mexico on March 1st, and I'm hoping I can lose 30 pounds by just dieting, and I think I'm going to incorporate some Apple Fitness Plus workouts in there. But I'm putting it out there so that I have accountability with myself. Even if no one else cares or says anything, at least I have that accountability for myself. But here we go. Let's get started with Westlake Golf Course. The tee box choices are yellow, women's, white, and red. I think yellow is going to be the hardest here, and white has a rating of 75.6 and a slope of 130, so that's what I'm going to do. Putting, I'm going to keep off again today just because I kind of want to work on my swing, not so much my putting. And I'm going to only play the par 3 holes today. Here's hole 3, which is a 147 yard par 3. It looks like it's 15 feet downhill. Typically, I hit my 8 iron about 155, 156, so I'm going to grab that. One other thing I'm going to focus on, I really want to stay balanced in my swing. I don't want to be falling over after my swing or swinging too hard. So that's another thing I really want to focus on, is just a nice balanced swing. Okay, it's going to be in the 2-shot gimme circle for a par. I was happy with that one. I think I hit it a little fat, but I'll take that shot every day. Here's hole 6, which is a 158 yard par 3, 21 feet downhill. So I have my 8 iron again. I'm hoping with that 21 feet downhill that this will be the right club. Lost my balance a little bit there. But that's another one going to be in that 2-shot gimme circle for another par. Here's hole 15, which is a 138-yard par 3, 17 feet downhill. So I'm going to grab my pitching wedge here. And so far, I've been pretty happy with keeping my swing balance. I've been happy with that. So just need to kind of keep going with that. And one thing I'm kind of struggling with is I've been looking at the front of the ball, because what I want to do when I swing is I want to hit the ball and then, in this case, the mat, or if I was on the real golf course, the ball and then the ground. One way I've heard that is the little ball before the big ball, the golf ball before the earth. And I really like that mindset. But what I'm really struggling with is just kind of, once I'm looking at the ball, just focusing on something. Sometimes I'm trying to focus on a very specific dimple, but I just my mind just kind of starts wandering. And so I'm not really focused like I want to be on that. So it's another thing I'm really trying to work on here. It's interesting. Didn't know the R50 was going to standby mode. I don't have it plugged into power right now, so I'm kind of curious how long it takes to go to standby mode, but I did just also skip a lot of holes to get to this hole, so that probably contributed to it. But if any of you have any ideas on kind of how I can actually look at the ball and stay focused, because that's something that I've really been struggling with these past few months, honestly, is just getting over the ball and staying focused. Anyway, let's grab my pitching wedge and play the hole. I pulled it. Didn't get the swing I wanted on that one. Rolling into the bunker. So this one I'm kind of curious how it's going to come out, because I'm actually on the downslope of the bunker. I am losing 20% power, but I'm not sure how Home to Hero is actually going to make the shot come off. So with me also just trying to get some chipping practice in, I'm going to kind of treat this like a chip and just be aware that I'm losing 20% power here. But I want to get between 15 and 21 yards as the goal. Okay, so that came out differently than I expected. With the 2-shot give me, that's going to be a bogey. Here's hole 17, a 165-yard par 3, 5 feet downhill. So I have my 7-iron on this one, and this will be the last hole I'll be playing in this video. And see if I can just kind of get that balanced swing and actually get that swing path I want. That's my goal on this one. Didn't quite get the draw I wanted, but I'm happy with that. I would take that every day. Okay, so here I'm aiming a little left. I have my 60-degree wedge. I am losing 10% of distance out of the rough. And again, I want to get to that 12 to 18 yard distance here to get in that 1-shot give me circle. Be good. Oh, almost in the hole. That's going to be a par with the 1-shot give me. So that was Westlake Golf Course in Cape Town, South Africa. I only played the par threes for a couple of reasons. One of them is because I really want to develop a pre-shot routine. And with my woods and driver, I don't know if I can really do that with my 9-foot ceiling. It's just mentally, I'm not quite there yet. So I wanted to focus on clubs I know aren't going to hit the ceiling or bother my swing. Another reason is because, well, yesterday I played pickleball, and 15 years ago I hurt my right knee, and I'm still kind of dealing with pain from that occasionally. And today it's really sore. So I just want to kind of take it easy and make sure I can kind of stay in that balanced swing. But that's another reason why I want to try and work out and lose some of this gut here, is because I'm hoping it'll help my knee feel better. But also every 3 weeks I go to the chiropractor. I went this morning, and I want to be able to, if I still have to go there, I don't want to go there every 3 weeks. I want to extend it out to 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and just be in a position where I don't feel like 3 weeks is up and my back kind of knows, oh, it's time to go to the chiropractor. There's just some other health related reasons why I think just kind of losing this gut here and getting a little more flexible with my hip flexor and hamstrings would really help me out, not only just in daily life, but especially for golf. So I don't know how many of you guys actually care about this, but that's something I want to focus on this off season. So that's my plan. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. If there are any courses you want to see me play, please leave a comment with the name of the course, where it's located, and if there's any holes you want to see me play, what those holes are, and I will do my best to accommodate. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I really do enjoy making these videos. Thank you.